Today I am doing an unhaul with my little friend Theodore. I have just been going through basically everything that I own and kind of getting rid of stuff that I don't need anymore and doing it for my kids as well. So I have a ton of books that I'm unhauling. These are going to Charity Place. The first book that I'm unhauling is going to be Bunny Tales by Isabella St. James, and I'm not going to be throwing any books in this because I will probably hit Theo, let's be real. He is everywhere these days. She was a girlfriend of Hugh Hefner when he had 7 girlfriends before he downsized to just Bridget Marcotte. Is that how you say her last name? Marcotte. And Kendra Wilkinson and Holly Madison, who was my favorite. So yeah, this is a little bit of a drama-filled book. This is going to my best friend who is actually sitting on my bed right now. So work. And I have astrological names for your baby because I am that sort of person who would obviously name their child after their star sign. I probably wouldn't use now that I am getting older. It's like that Fleetwood Mac song, Landslide. Let's listen to that later.
Yeah. Dixie Chicks version.
Yeah, Dixie Chicks. And I'm not having any more babies, so there are a couple of other baby books that will be appearing. In the same vein as that, we have Star Parenting by Sharon Dolby. Just another thing, like I have actually gotten a fair bit out of this for my kids, but you can find this sort of information on the internet as well, so that's why I'm unhauling the book and it's getting a little bit banged up. This next book is Haunted. Theo just knocked the camera. Oh my gosh, where are we at? I've actually tried to unhaul this once before, but somehow it didn't get unhauled, so I'm doing it again, and if it comes back then we'll need an exorcism. And that is After Ever Happy by Anna Todd. Hated the first book in this series. Thank you, sweet cheeks. Cannot be bothered. This is the 4th book. It's not happening. Go away. Leave me alone. Next book is Succubus on Top by Rochelle Mead. This is the 2nd book in the Succubus Blues, oh no, Georgina Kincaid series. It's a 6-book series. So this is the 2nd book. I have read all of the books. I own the first 3 and it's just not something that I want to read again. I really think that Rochelle Mead peaked in terms of what I like about her writing in Vampire Academy. So this is an adult series and I'm just not going to continue on with it, and you'll probably see the other 2 books that'll pop up. Everything's just in a box at the moment. The Darkest Touch by Gina Showalter. This is like book 12 or 13 in the Lords of the Underworld series. I just never got around to reading this, and I would much rather prefer, there's a bookmark in that, I better keep that. I would much rather prefer to read all of the books from the beginning. That's sort of my thing, and I think as well maybe my interest with Gina Showalter sort of ends at the White Rabbit Chronicles, but I haven't read anything else by her that I really enjoy, so I might have to make another go of this one. The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. I'm getting rid of this one because I am getting another copy of it. So this book is actually my friend's book who is here, and I'm giving it back to him after 5,000 years, and it's My Horizontal Life, a collection of one-night stands by Chelsea Handler. This is one of her first novels, I believe. It's just anecdotes of her life and people that she's had one-night stands with and relationships and things like that. So it's time for that one to go back to Danny. I got this book when I was like probably way too young to be reading it, and it was the original, like this is the first edition. It's How to Make Love Like a Porn Star by Jenna Jameson. It is banged up. My friend actually took this with her to India when she went, and so it's like it's traveled the globe, so I'm getting rid of it because I probably can find, don't look at that, probably can find a copy that's a little bit in better condition, or like an e-copy or something of it if I ever want to reread it again.
I've seen a lot of paperbacks.
A lot of paperbacks. Paperbacks are sort of how, I remember this cost like $50 when I got it, and I just thought it was like the best book ever. Like it was like, this book was like the love of my life, and it's just her autobiography, and it was actually written with Neil Strauss, who did Marilyn Manson's as well, and they have hooked up, and I've read both of their books, and then you kind of see like the difference of the memory. It's a riot. This is another book that is going to my friend, and I've had this for nearly 20 years. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Watcher's Guide. It is the 20th anniversary of Buffy. So wait, no, I would have had this for like 18 years, I think. And it is all of like season 1. Look at how funny this Photoshop fail is. Like you can see it, like, and I've actually seen the proper picture where like her top isn't just randomly floating. This is like all of season 1, season 2 behind the scenes type stuff. So my friend who was on my bed, he is a massive Buffy fan. Like his dog's name is Buffy. You don't have a Buffy tattoo yet, but you probably will one day.
I do.
I also have The Illustrated Guide to Massage and Aromatherapy. This was one of those books that was like $5. You know, when you see them and it's like $50 down to $5, like, well, I'll definitely buy that and start massaging and aromatherapying everyone that I know. And it just never happened. It sat on my shelf for many years, so I'm getting rid of it. These two books are going to my friend. She has the last two in the series, and that is Hush Hush and Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. The other books are Silence and then Finale. She enjoyed these books. It's an angel series about a girl named Nora and a boy named Patch, and she liked them, and I'm more than happy to give them to her because, you know, she's my soul sister when it comes to books. Here are the other Rochelle Mead books. This is Succubus Blues, that's the first one, and then this is the third one, Succubus Dreams. So they're getting unhauled with the other one. I think that this is book 3 in the Dark Swan series. It's a 4-book series. The reason that I grabbed this one, it was really cheap on Book Depository at the time, and it is Iron Crown. Also going to get rid of The Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. I have the other books somewhere in my house. I don't know where I've put them, but I'm probably going to be unhauling them as well. I've read this first book. I really did enjoy it, and I felt like I would have enjoyed it way more if I hadn't read Throne of Glass, because I did compare the two in my head, and this was back still when I really liked Throne of Glass. And then this probably won't be a shock. I'm going to get rid of Throne of Glass. I have given books 2, 3, and 4 to my mother-in-law because I owned those ones. So I had Crown of Midnight, Air of Fire, and Queen of Shadows. I've given those to my mother-in-law. I'm just not going to continue on with this series. I have just gone right off of it. So I'm going to be getting rid of Throne of Glass, which is the first book in the series. I'm going to get rid of Gossip Girl, Psycho Killer, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Again, this is just going back to my friend. This is Veronica Mars, $1,000 Tan Lion. This was actually really good, and I did debate with if I wanted to keep it or not, but it is available on my Overdrive app, so I can just read it that way. It does read exactly like an episode of Veronica Mars. I remember what the mystery was, so I don't really see any point in keeping it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be something that I go, oh wow, that was such a reveal, because I remember everything that happens at the end of it. So I'm going to give this one to my friend, and if I want it back, then I can probably get it back one day. I'm also getting rid of The Dead House by Dawn Kurtagich. I won this. It was an ARC, and it actually has like a little, what is this? A bookmark. Scary as hell. But yeah, I'm just probably never going to reread it because it scared the living crap out of me. And then lastly, I am getting rid of the Kurt Cobain journals. I got this for like, oh my god, how long ago would this have been? I got this 15 years ago. Like, that's cray-cray. Kurt Cobain's journals. And it's very morbid and dark. And I remember loving it when I read it because, like, obviously I loved Nirvana. Well, I still do. So that is everything that I'm unhauling, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm making a grave mistake with any of these. I feel like I'm not, though. And sorry if there's some of your favorite books. I see no use for them anymore. But yeah, so leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you liked Theo climbing all over me, and we had to put him in another room because he was just losing his mind. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Lots of love, hugs, and kisses. Mwah! Bye.